I am Joellen, and I want to tell you a little bit about my story of why I am a Seint artist and how I became one. All right, so I am a mom to four. I have 4 kids, and that's something that I always aspired to be. I was going to be a mom, and I never, ever thought that I would be a leader of a makeup company. That's not something that I ever aspired to be. But let me tell you my story and how I got here. All right, so our family was living in New Zealand 4 years ago, and my youngest just started kindergarten, and so I found myself with no kids at home during the day, and I started listening to podcasts when I was working on housework or cooking, and these podcasts were of women who felt prompted to build a business, and they were making a really big impact in other women's lives. And I just loved listening to this podcast. I felt that they were so inspiring and so uplifting, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. I love these women and their stories, but there's no way that I could ever do that, or I could ever be like that, or I could ever be like them. I don't know how to build a blog. I don't know how to create video. I don't know how to take pictures. I don't know how to do any of those things. And so I just continued to listen to them and be inspired, but I never thought that that could be me. So one day my sister-in-law approached me, and she asked me if I wanted to become an artist. Now, I already used the makeup and I loved it, and so it just kind of seemed like a no-brainer to me to say yes, because what did I have to lose? And so we started this experiment to see if we could build this business completely online, because I was in New Zealand, she was in the United States, and we wanted to see if we could build this MLM business solely online, which is a little bit different. And so I was excited. And over the next few years, I became a student. I started learning all the things. I started learning how to blog, learning how to take pictures and edit videos, and I just soaked in all the tutorials. I read all the things. I was just learning all the things and really enjoying it. I loved stretching and growing myself. So our family moved from New Zealand, and then we traveled the world for 1 year. And while we were traveling, I took up homeschooling. So on top of building a business, we were traveling and I was homeschooling. And I was able to keep up building my business because I just had my phone and an internet connection and my computer, and that's all I needed. And I fit in the building my business in between our travels and homeschooling and other daily duties, and I was able to just continue growing and connecting with women and helping women find their beauty. Now, what started as a fun experiment with my sister-in-law almost 4 years ago, just to see if we could be successful at starting and creating this business online, evolved into so much more. I started to grow a team. I started to become a leader. I started to connect with women and customers of all ages and stages of life. I helped women feel and look beautiful and see their potential, that they could do the same thing if they wanted to grow a business too. So that new desire emerged along the way. I started off with one vision and goal in mind, and it has evolved into something totally different, where I now have that passion and that impact on women the same way that those women did that I was listening about on those podcasts. And it's amazing to me to think that when you put your mind to something, you can do amazing things. Now, it has been such a fulfilling experience learning all those things, and I've learned to stretch myself, and I've learned to get outside my comfort zone, and I've learned to enjoy doing something for myself other than just motherhood, which motherhood is a beautiful thing and I love it, but it's so fulfilling doing something for yourself and having that creative outlet. And I love having my kids see their mom do something and be successful at it. There's something so important and empowering to show your kids that you can do hard things and you can get outside of your comfort zone. So the moral of the story is, get outside of your comfort zone. Do things that you don't think you can do. Do things that you are afraid of doing. Do things that will stretch you. Do things that you see in other women and you really appreciate and love in other women, and try them for yourself, because you never know how successful you're going to be unless you get brave and you get outside your comfort zone. So that's my story. That is my Seint journey. It is just starting. I've been an artist for 3.5 years, and I can't wait to see how much further along I can go, and how much more I can learn, and how many more connections I can make, and how many more women I can impact. So I look forward to hearing all the other artist stories. No one is the same, everyone is different, so I hope that we can all learn from each other, and I hope that this is a little bit of inspiration to you as you are considering becoming an artist. Ciao.